All right, let's dig into the problem of the day. Remember, we're going to talk about one way to represent and solve, but that doesn't mean it's the only way that we can do it. So what's the big question we need to solve in this problem? Say it out loud. Yeah, what time is Mary done with her chores? Okay, well, how could we represent this problem? Say that out loud. Sure, this is an elapsed time problem. So we can represent by noting the start time, the elapsed time, and the end time. We know the end time, we know the start time is 3 o'clock, and the end time, we don't know what that is. That's what we're trying to figure out. All right. And then what's the little question we need to answer in this story problem so that we can actually find the answer to our big question? Say it out loud. Yeah, how much time is it going to take to do all of these chores? And that is our elapsed time. How could we represent that? Say it out loud. Right, we could add up all those times that she spends doing chores to get our elapsed time. So we have 15, that's for the bedroom, 15 minutes. Got to watch our units here because we have different units. We have an hour, right, and that's for the lawn. We have 30 minutes. That's to walk the dog. And then we have 15 minutes. And that is for the dishes. Great. Okay. So, like most problems, there's actually more than one path we could take to solving it. But what is one way that we could potentially solve this problem? Say it out loud. Yeah, we could use a number line. That would definitely work. Let me go ahead and draw that here. Okay, how do I set up and then use my number line? Say it out loud. Yeah, I start at 3. That's my start time. And then I'm going to make jumps for each one of my elapsed times. And actually, I can change the order of the elapsed times to really put it in any order that I want so that it's as easy as possible to make the jumps. So how would you do that? How would you reorder these elapsed times to make the jumps on the timeline as easy as possible? Say it out loud. Sure, I could start with an hour for the lawn. That's an easy jump. That brings me to 4 o'clock. Then I could do 30 minutes for the dog to 4:30. And then my two 15-minute jumps, right? I'll label minutes for men. So that brings me to 4:45. And then 5 o'clock. Great, totally works. We're done by 5. But I'm actually wondering, is there a way that we can make solving this problem even easier? Right? Something maybe we could do with these different elapsed times before we use the number line that would help make it easier to solve. Say it out loud. What are you thinking? Oh, right. We could actually add up the elapsed times and then do our jumps. So we know that 15 plus 15, that's plus 30. Those are all the minutes. Well, 15 and 15 is 30, plus 30, that's 60 minutes. What is 60 minutes the same as? Say it out loud. Yeah, that's the same as 1 hour. So now we have 1 hour plus another hour. 2 hours is our total elapsed time. All right, well, on a number line, that's an easy jump to make. Start at 3, 1 hour, 2 hours. 4 o'clock. Again, we get to the exact same spot on the timeline. She's done at 5 o'clock. Cool. All right. As you're digging into your work today, what are you going to want to keep in mind when you're tackling these sort of, multi-step lapse time story problems? Say it out loud. There are a ton of things you might have said. A couple that I imagine you thought about is asking yourself, read it with me, is there a big question and a little question? And then, like we just talked about, ask yourself, can I combine amounts of elapsed time to make using my number line easier? I'm going to label that we did that here. So we remember what we were doing. Okay.